Bonnie Curry. It's another episode of From the Couch. I am so excited because this is Jolynn Singh. She is from Worst Cooks in America on the Food Network. And I have so many questions for you. I have so many things. First and foremost, on top of being a volunteer on all kinds of levels and just being a busy working mom, you suddenly decided that, you know, it'd be awesome. I'm going to walk into a show called Worst Cooks in America and give my hand at that. I mean, what made you want to do that?
I was that kid. Have you seen that on Facebook? There's a viral of a little kid. All these kids are standing on the platform singing a song for church. And there's one little girl standing there, and I watched that one time, and I said, oh my gosh, now I know I embarrassed my parents. That was me. I was always the crazy little kid.
Right.
So when I saw that one night, I was, I'm an agency nurse, and I'm always looking on Craigslist, seeing what kind of crazy stuff's on
Right.
there. And I looked at, and I always think I'm an actress, so I always have to look at the acting side
Love
and see
it.
if there's some gig. And I saw that, and I said, I am the worst cook in America.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that? I know that I certainly have a theory about myself and biscuits. I do not make a good biscuit. I've tried for years. It's not my gift. I did turn out one batch of biscuits that was not dreadful. That's my claim to fame. But I think a lot of people are hard on themselves. Why are you so hard on yourself when it comes to cooking?
My food. I was burned out. I was burned out the house 2 nights ago. I was like, well, I am the worst cook in America, so I need to set the alarm. But, you know, if you haven't started setting the alarm when you cook and you're 52, you know what? You're probably never going to remember to start setting the alarm.
Oh, my goodness. So knowing that you're not the most finessed chef in America, fair enough. Walking onto this show, though, that had to be kind of a tough title to walk into. Was that intimidating for you?
I did get intimidated whenever I went there, yeah.
Right.
And there's these wonderful people that can cook, and they're like, oh, this is how you make a Chinese whatever. And I'm like, okay, you know, it's way over there. And they're just throwing these little Chinese things.
Right.
And I'm thinking, okay, yeah, it looks really easy for them. You have 60 minutes to replicate it.
It seems crazy. I think even really good cooks would actually go, I don't think I can do this.
Because you don't even know what the dough feels like. You don't know if it's too tough, too moist, whatever. And it got frazzling.
Right. But you obviously hung in and did that. So my question would be, I mean, I don't think we come to these moments in our lives by accident. Was there anything in your life that kind of prepared you to be a little tough? Something challenging in your life that you were able to overcome that maybe provided some perspective as you walked into this?
I told you before we started videotaping, I said, when I was 18, my parents said, there's the door, you know, don't let it hit you where the good Lord splits you, you know, kind of thing. You're 18, there's the door, bye. And I went to college for a couple of years at a Bible college, and it was a private Bible college, so it wasn't licensed or anything.
Right.
So I graduated from there in 2 years, and I said, I have to support myself.
Right.
You know, one night I was standing at a football game, and I was thinking, I had all the problems of the world on my shoulder, thinking, you know, if I don't get a degree, if I don't get a real degree from a real college, I'm sorry, Bible college, but, you know, if I don't get a real degree, I'm going to be homeless, you know, and you know, I didn't have a boyfriend, I didn't have parents, I didn't have anything. So I just went in, I called the college as soon as I graduated that week from Bible college in May. I called a local college and said, when is your nursing program going to start? And they said, well, we have an LVN program and an RN program. Which one do you want to do? And I said, I don't know. I don't know what
either of those things mean.
I don't know what they are. And they said, well, the LVN program you can study. We're having a test in 2 days. The RN program is going to start in 3 months. And I said, I'll take the one in 2 days.
I'll do the LVN. That sounds like a plan.
So I studied real hard for 2 days and got in the program, and the rest is history.
Wow. And I think it's very interesting to me that God puts you in the path to actually bless and help other people just as a part of your job, because so many nurses, I mean, beyond the whole, you know, put a swab on this and stuff like this, I happen to know there's a very real ministry to being a nurse. Have you had that happen in your life?
Yeah, I enjoy being with old people. Sometimes I've done every job on the planet, you know. I've worked in daycare, and I've thought, oh, I got to go back to the nursing home. This is too hard.
Right.
I like the old people, and they seem to like me too. So
I think you have a generous spirit about you. I could see that just about any age group, I think, would love you.
Yeah.
So knowing that you had faced some obstacles as a young person, suddenly you were on the set of Worst Cooks in America. And again, I watch the show, and I'm just always amazed. Again, it's very pressurized. So what did you feel like was the biggest obstacle you personally had to overcome to do well on the show? Beyond learning to cook. So
I felt like a ditz because there's so much stress, and I always feel like I have ADD.
Right.
I've always suffered from it. My kids are diagnosed with. I probably shouldn't tell that on radio, but
I don't think they're going to be
tell
upset.
people.
Yeah,
They
it's
tell
okay.
people they are.
Yeah.
I was never diagnosed with it, but I think I have ADD, and I would just be like, oh, they wanted everything. In your 60 minutes, you need to go and get everything that you need in one time.
Right.
Dude, I got my pants. Now I have to remember and I have to remember my cup, my measuring cup, my measuring spoons, that little spatula thing. I can't remember all of it in one time.
Thing.
And then you have to go and they wanted you to do that in one try. And then
One try?
And then get all your food at one time.
So if you don't have what you need, you can't go back and go get it?
They'll holler at you.
Oh.
What is your problem? Why can't you?
Wow.
Okay, dude, I got the eggs and the milk. Now I have to go find
Did you ever cry?
I did.
Yeah, there we go. Yes.
So yeah, because it was stressful.
Yeah.
And I know I was gonna. I just knew I was gonna fail. Like, I can't do it. Yeah.
I can't believe that. That is amazing
And
to me.
all the equipment they taught us to use. This was I think we've seen us trying to use the pressure cooker.
Yes.
I'm scared of it.
Well, it makes sounds, and you release that thing, and there's a lot of hissing and splattering.
I'm like, it's gonna explode. We're
Not
gonna
to
be
mention,
dead.
those can be a little sketchy. I mean, they really can. My grandmother's pressure cooker, we were all terrified of the thing, and we all lived in fear that Grandma was going to get injured by this
Right.
old thing. So now with the Instapots and all the other really much easier kind of equipment, I go, okay, we can manage this, but it's an intimidating piece of
All
equipment.
those things that we used were intimidating.
Yes.
And also, they didn't film me, but my friends that know me know that I am a klutz. Within 1 minute of them filming, I had already fallen over the cords, and
Jolynn.
and I my knees were bleeding, and
I feel like we're sisters on this skin. I am
Yes.
so clumsy myself. I
Oh my
totally
gosh.
understand that.
It's not even funny anymore how much I fall down. I stood up. My food's on the floor. I'm done. I was like, what am I gonna do? I can't pick this food up. They'll be filming me, and all the producers will say, pick it up. Okay, so I'm picking up
did
my
it.
food, and they have me videotaping me picking food up off the floor. They do not have me videotaping of me falling on the floor.
On the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and my shoe fell off. It hit out and I grabbed it. But they don't have that on the television.
The amazing thing is you're saying this with laughter and so much joy. I love that. I love the fact that in these things, these moments that sometimes could really devastate us as people. I don't know about you, but I don't want to fall on television. I don't want to drop food on the floor. I mean, I'm on the radio for the most part. And so many of the challenges that I face are kind of behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. You're right there up front, and yet you are sitting here beautiful and joyful and laughing about this experience. And for me, I'm just going, for everybody that might be watching right now that have those challenges in their lives and might be intimidated by not just a pressure cooker or an Instapot, but just something that's in front of you, how would you encourage them to face your fears and to keep going? Encouragement for them right now.
One lady said, "Suck it up, Buttercup." I keep hearing that in my head.
There it is, right there from Jolynn Singh and Food Network. Suck it up, Buttercup. But you know what?
I keep hearing that all the time.
Sometimes that's fair. Sometimes that's fair because I have said that to my kids. I have said that to my daughters. I know that sometimes we allow the little things to overwhelm us. And sometimes it's okay to kind of pat yourself on the back a little and then say, suck it up, Buttercup, keep going, because look at where you are now.
A mom actually told that to a child that I was taking care of.
Yeah.
And she wanted me to tell the kid. I can't say that, but I've said that to my kids since. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
And
keep going.
Yeah.
I think that would be the combination. Yeah.
But you know what? It kind of what you're talking about. I heard the other day, and I've been thinking about this. And Daniel, when all this trouble happens to him, they're like, fine. you know, the king kept telling him, he kept giving him chances. Just do what I say. He was begging him, please, I don't want to throw you in the pit. I know there's like, please do what I'm saying. And I won't. He kept giving him chances and chances. Right. And he finally said, I have to do what God says. And even if he doesn't pull me out of the lion's pit, I'm going to do what he says. And I remember hearing that. I love that. And I've been thinking about that lately.
That's powerful because, again, you look at that and you got to think at some point, you know that when Daniel landed in that lion's den, you know he had some issues. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got to think that he went through some doubt and things. And again, it's kind of the whole stand up, keep walking, don't give up. And to suck it up, Buttercup, but believe and trust that even if you are going to walk through a very, very rough ride on Worst Cooks in America where you're dropping food and falling on your feet, I love the fact that you have not just survived, but you have thrived, because I'm looking at this joyful, beautiful, amazing person sitting beside me that wasn't afraid to admit, I don't know what I'm doing in the kitchen.
I'm lost.
And you survived that, and look at you. You're here today, joyful, and just sharing this. I think a lot of people can understand that, because all of us have our challenges. It may be that it's not the kitchen. There's so many other elements that we have in our lives, but to actually realize,
I know a lot of us have problems with our kids. Everyone, all my friends. I mean, whenever I was growing up, I thought, I'm the only kid with problems in my family. Everyone else has a perfect family.
Right.
What is wrong with my family? Then I grew up and realized, this is, everyone's dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Some people can just hide it better than others. And I realized every one of my friends, none of us are perfect. We all are dysfunctional. We're human beings. We're going to be dysfunctional.
I am so glad I have had some time with you. And by the way, it's an amazing show. It really is inspiring because, again, it's watching people that really don't know what they're doing that really do kind of figure some stuff out.
Right.
And I will say this, I've actually gotten a couple of recipes off that show. So it was like, I could do that. If they can do that, I can do that. So
I learned how to make duck.
Jump
Can
back.
you believe that?
Seriously.
Yes.
I've not done duck. That's amazing.
It's not that good, but anyway.
Don't make Jolynn's duck. She's not a big fan of that, but it's more important that you tried it and that we all continue going. So, wow, Jolynn Singh from Worst Cooks in America on Food Network. Check it out. The show is brilliant, and so are you. Thank you so much. I'm Bonnie Curry. Another episode of From the Couch. Love you.